back to my channel. I'm Liam. Round 9, finally a move up significantly in the ranks. Score of 2065, finally a score in the future. Round rank of 1,600, moving me up 2,000 spots to 6.4k. It's I'm happy. I'm not happy where I am at the moment, but considering where I was, it's a nice slow comeback so far. A few nice trade-ins this week, which helped out, especially my vice captain who turned into the captain for the week, Mitchy Duncan, 134 on the Friday night. Kicked off the week very nicely. So and a pod as well. Point of difference captain, and it gave me about 30 points on all the other captain options this week. So I'm very pleased with that. So starting off with my defence, led amazing, 125. Looked it was everywhere in that game. Just someone that is a must-have at the start of the season, and he's continuing his pretty good form. Will be top 6th defender this year. Stewart, 88, have a very slow start. Was 30 at half time, I think, but got to 88 in the end. Reasonable. He's been solid. You can't complain. Short 101. Very happy with that. After a few average weeks. Same with Ridley, 97. You take that from a defender. Probably more. I want more from what I paid for him, but 100 is 100. And compared to some other players this week, I'm very pleased. Markov, 74. He's just going to be sitting here as this average pick. He scored 100 last week, so you can't complain. But hopefully he can average around the 85 mark, and would he be one of the last to offload, possibly during the buys. Bergman, he was 0 with a minute to go on the first quarter and finished with 40. First half, and finished at 45. So that's a positive, but his job security might be a worry. Kaczynski looked hot early. Was kicking myself for not fielding him, but he's rarely touched the ball in the second half and got 59. Highmore finally is back, 49, to make some much needed cash. So handy he's back, and hopefully can hold his spot for the buyers. Onto the mids, McRae 104, Durant 107. They're solid. McRae's 104 was interesting because he was a fairly popular captain choice. So I didn't want him to go overly high with my advantage on Duncan. So 105, I don't mind. I didn't mind that score this week for him. He's not going to lose overly too much cash. Plus, people didn't get advantage of a captain score. So I was happy with how McRae went. McCluggage, another pod pick that is on fire, 121. Dominates without, especially without Neil. It seems to score in big patches as well. Slow start, but he got going. 121, very pleased. My last primo, Zachy Merritt, 20 in the second half. He got tagged out of the game by Sarong. It's one that you just have to take the blow and move on, unfortunately. Again, he was I think 10% owned by 10% captain this week. So if any are positive, I take out that some people were more affected than I was. So just take those wins when they come. Jordan, amazing, 110. That third quarter where he scored 55, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he just looks dominant. He had 13 tackles, just a fantasy beast. If he got more game time, he might be a future mini little pig. Seems to rack him up a lot and will be handy to the buyers. Scott had a choice of I looped Burns, had a choice of playing Scott Rowe or Berry. Picked the worst one, but I thought Adelaide against West Coast might have struggled a bit, so I went Scott 43. Just move on. Collier Dawkins amazing 86. I'm very pleased. As I said, Burns 48. Sharp did not play, but he's been a handy loop option with me because I could loop on that Friday night, loop Highmore, Burns, and then with Laird in the defence, shuffle him around. So he's been very handy. Grundy a bit disappointing, but like McRae and Merritt, it was fairly popular vice captain option, which made people play their captains. So in the end, 84. You take because there are a couple of people that don't have him, have the Gawn and Flynn option, but again, it's just one of those weeks, and then you move on. Flynn apps, that was incredible. I don't know he holds this spot. Hopefully he does, but very nice cash grab. As I said in my previous, I'm waiting for him to get to about 500, 550. Hope Gawn drops a bit more and then I can offload him during the buys. Till thought a handy little 50. Not going to move up much more cash, but he's 350k, so there's a bit of coin that I can use to downgrade later on. Zeeble, disappointing little 86. But it was there. It was going to come. He's got a massive ceiling, so those 86s soon might cancel with a 140. North did win, so he didn't have the ball down there as much. So we'll just move on with that. Aaron Hall, pleased with this pick, 103. I think he'll be a top 6 forward and probably defender if he stays fit. Phillips, as I said, just keeps getting that 75. I can't get rid of him, but he'll stay for a little bit longer. I think Powell's just affected by the ball not being down defence much. He does like that little cheap kick in the defensive 50, so didn't get many of those during the game, so that's why his score is a bit down. Warner 61, pleased with as a rookie scoring 60. You probably want more, but he's done his job. He probably goes in the next few weeks, the next week or two. Tracy, very handy, 204 with him is 300. No, well, I don't. 204 as captain, with 134 by Duncan, and then Robertson's nice little 70 on the bench. Only to be outscored by Jimmy Rose, 76, but that's some handy cash now. And then it spikes a little bit of their cash flow, so they could go up a little bit more to be downgraded and then upgraded to a premium. Berry's got a solid 51. He's a bit stuck at that 330-ish mark. Might be offloaded this week. I'm thinking at this very stage a little possible downgrade. If Briggs does hold his spot, he's a handy little DPP option that I might utilise, and then I might, with the cash I have, upgrade Scott to a primo mid. Still working out, depending on how much cash I have. So that's my round 9 review. Hope yous are doing alright, and I'll catch you Tuesday with my trade talk for round 10. Thanks for listening.